Hey guys, welcome to Bastrop, Texas. We're here looking at a piece of land. The land is right behind me. I'm actually looking to build office warehouses in and around Austin, Texas right now aggressively because I think there's a lot of growth, there's a lot of potential in Austin, Texas. So I am here. I also think that 71, so from Houston to Texas, Highway 71 is one of the fastest growing corridors in all of Texas right now. And that is what I truly believe, which is why I am investing $10 million of my own money in and around Austin, Texas right now. I brought you guys here. I wanted to show you guys this piece of land. It is a beautiful piece of land, as you guys can see behind me over here. And there's a for sale sign over there as well. Now this land, the reason that I'm putting an offer on it is because it has a big problem. It has an issue. And the issue is so large, nobody else would really be able to deal with it. You can't build homes here. You can't build shopping centers. You really can't build anything other than exactly what I build, which is office warehouse. And the issue is, it's right above us, actually. And it is this high tension electric power line. This is a massive issue because would you want to live next to a high tension power line? I don't think so. The question I get asked is, Hamza, why are you investing in Bastrop so much? And the reason actually I like Bastrop and the outskirts of Austin right now, there's a few reasons. A few of them are selfish, but I'll tell you guys the data-driven reasons first before I get into anything else. The data-driven stuff is telling me that Bastrop 10x'd in the past 2 years. That means if you bought land here for 50 cents a foot, you can probably sell it for $5 a square foot right now. And that's crazy. I mean, that's not really something that is common in the areas that we invest in. That's one reason. The other reason is, of course, as a lot of you may or may not know, Tesla recently announced and then started construction of their gigafactory about 15 minutes away from Bastrop, Texas. And Tesla is going to create a lot of jobs. Now there is news, and you guys know I like to be transparent with you on the channel. So there is news that SpaceX is going to make an announcement very soon on where they plan on coming next. And the word on the street is that SpaceX is probably going to come to Temple, Texas, or close to the Temple, Texas area. If that were to happen, if SpaceX did end up coming to the Temple area, I anticipate another 10x opportunity north of Austin in the SpaceX region. And so that's something that I think is going to happen. Although it's very late, I think, to 10x in Bastrop. I don't think you can 10x in Bastrop unless you're finding a value add deal like the one I showed you guys. I do think that opportunities to 2 to 3x in Bastrop, Texas are still available, widely available, as long as you are building and developing the real estate, not just sitting on land. I can turn around because I just drove by there, so I can definitely turn around, and I'm actually heading up north as well. Okay. So we can meet in Austin proper, or we can meet on the way to Belton, or whatever you want. I'm good with, you tell me where you want to meet and I can meet you there.
Well, I was headed to my office now. We can meet there, or
okay.
It's up to you, whatever's the easiest.
Yeah, that works. I mean, if you're heading to your office, text me your office address, and I'll see you there.
I sure will.
And I'll see you there.
I sure will.
Perfect.
Thank you.
All right, see you in a bit.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So we're on our way. We're gonna go meet a good friend of mine, Mike. He works with Rock Spring Capital, and they are massive land brokers here in Austin. Before that, I am gonna be picking up my friend Rami, who is actually my high school friend, and he lives in Austin and also does real estate, because I want to take him to this meeting with me so that we can get a better understanding and a grasp of exactly what Mike is talking about.
I'm gonna take the back seat.
Okay. So we're here with Rami. We just picked him up from the domain in Austin, and he's the real estate guy. He has all the expertise here. So we're gonna go take our first meeting. We're gonna get his thoughts on what Mike tells us. Now Mike, of course, also has a lot of experience, and I'm gonna rely on these guys heavily in order to gauge what we're gonna do here. Like I said, guys, we're investing a lot of money, so we need all the input we can get. Well, how are you? That's great.
Hey, you got backup.
I did. I have a friend of mine, Rami.
Rami? I'm Mike Gardner. We're being filmed.
Calvin, yes.
Calvin, how are you
My
doing?
social media team.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Have a seat.
I can't breathe without them.
Do y'all want some coffee, water, all that good stuff?
We're good.
I mean, because you know how brokers are. They'll
Yes.
pull up stuff on CoStar and they'll say,
Right,
hey,
this
guess
is it.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fine.
dude, I saw
Perfect
that
parcel.
last week. These areas, you have guys that work the area, and this particular guy develops a ton of stuff out there. When I mean develop, he goes out there and builds a building.
Right.
So he's kind of that old-time developer.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I met with him. He's doing a little subdivision, and I met him today to sign up on his paperwork. And he's actually driving the forklift, unloading these big stones. He's like, yeah, and he's like 60-something years old. And I'm like, Larry, dude, what do you got? So these things, and he's like, Mike, talking about it. What can you get on? Can you zone this multifamily? And he's like, yes. I said, okay, well, what?
Yeah.
Glasses. Just in this, I call this my war room.
Yeah.
So you pull out here. It's kind of, I guess I can show the whole thing. This is 20 or 79 that goes out to Taylor in this area, and so this is a Samsung truck right here. And so this is all Taylor, right?
Okay.
Taylor, it's all predicated on utilities. Can you get
Right.
utilities? I have a wastewater stub out here. I don't know if I have capacity. I do know I have electricity, and I've got water from Taylor, but I also have water down here from. I'm just forgetting the name of the other mud.
Is it a mud? Okay.
It sits down here.
That is.
No, it's gotta get going.
Yeah,
on
we
it.
gotta get going, exactly. Okay, so this is perfect. This is ideal. I'm actually gonna drive that today, give you
Okay.
my feedback, what I think is gonna happen. And then I can run some data on it too.
Mhm.
For sure.
Perfect.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely.
What's going on, Kelvin? Meeting was really good. They showed us a couple of parcels next to the Samsung, what I would call the Samsung Gigafactory, basically, which is amazing. It's going to be great for us, hopefully, and if we can get them to partner with us, it's even better, because that way we don't pay premium for that lot, and I think we can get in probably pretty cheap. We're also now going to take our second meeting. We're going to actually jump in with a broker friend of mine in his car, and he's going to take us around Temple, Texas. Now, I've been talking about Temple, Texas for a while, but I think Temple is going to be the next Bastrop, like very similar to what happened to Bastrop this year.
ML here.
That's
So,
nice, man. I love this car. You know, I used to have one back in the day.
you know, if you're talking about the main retail nodes, like the best of the best areas where
Yeah.
you've got the highest traffic, you know, next to your Walmarts, next to your HEBs, the new product is, you know, up around $30 a foot.
What?
The new product is up around
This is
30.
plus triple net?
Yeah, plus triple net. Probably in the $9 a square foot range.
Okay, plus
And
triple net.
Plus triple net, yeah.
And what is triple net? $6 you'd say?
That would be high on a business park.
Okay.
So, but
$5?
yeah, 4 to 6 would
Okay.
probably be fair to estimate when you're pro formaing things, but it does look like it's got some, you know, driveway stubbed already in here, so. But you can see kind of what they did for Tractor Supply. You know, they built this up a little bit. That whole 12 acres probably not going to be usable. Belton Park there, yeah.
That's
no,
ideal.
I got you. I know what you're trying to do now. Get pushing on these 3 that we talked about, and I'll contact the broker on that one,
Oh,
and
perfect. Sounds good.
we'll get you rocking.
Oh, man.
Hey, Kelvin. Good to meet you, bub.
Nice to meet you, man.
We're in Shake Shack, which is not where I'm supposed to be because they sell meat. But anyways, I found this shroom burger.
True.
And that's what I'm gonna eat, I guess. We're done with Austin. We had a great time. We really looked at like easy 10 parcels. We also got to see the Temple Industrial Business Park, which is not for me. It may be for a lot of people, that's just not for me. Didn't make sense. But there's a lot of areas north of Austin that I think are gonna grow significantly over the next couple of years, and I think we need to move in that direction. I think it's gonna be a 10x exit for me and anyone who invests with or without me. If you invest in these areas that I'm investing in, I think you guys are gonna have a 10x exit. So I think that's the way it should be. I don't think I should have to go drive 3 hours somewhere, to meet 20 other people. I would rather be an avatar, right? And I could be something cool, show up to a meeting, and literally I could be whatever I want, right?
Yeah.
and show up to a meeting and sit there and talk and make my presentation, and that's it. I don't know.
So like you know how you were talking to me about the weight of like the weight that like a G-Wagon carries?
Right.
So it would carry over to the weight of what your avatar looks like?
Yeah, so I mean, and the avatar, so this is interesting because in the virtual world, you'll have to buy a watch. It'll have to be an expensive watch that's going to cost money, right? And so, yeah, your weight is going to be held by the items that your avatar wear, which in the past were games where you would have all these elite items so you can fight the other person, right? And show off your strength with your skill and the equipment that you have on. It'll be the same thing with the avatar. So we just got back to Houston and we drove on the way from I-10 back to Richmond, and I found this beautiful development right behind me. I can't really believe this. I thought it was retail when I first drove it, but look at this. This is actually an office warehouse, and the design is so simple yet so beautiful, so futuristic. Look at this. Come follow me, guys. Look at this. Look at this simple front facade that he has done. So this is basically literally just a facade. So the back, this is all metal, including that awning, which is simple metal. Very, very simple garage doors and escape doors as well, the exits. The garage doors have literally just been painted to make them look better, to match the facade on the building. But very cheap, very cost effective, extremely futuristic, and I can see this person charging a premium for this type of development. Guys, if you want to lease it, this is the information. Obviously, oh, look at it on the inside. This looks beautiful. Look at how gorgeous this is on the inside. And it is absolutely phenomenal. Now he splitted these. He's already put the demising walls on them. So these are fairly large office warehouses. If I were to do this, I would have kept them kind of small so that I can get many tenants and create some kind of a hype in this business plaza. Look at this, absolutely beautiful. This wasn't here the last time I drove. Literally, this is how fast you can build this product.
Hamza, thank you, sir.
Thank you. We're back. We're tired. We're gonna go home and sleep while I'm gonna go home and entertain my friends. So anyways, we're back. We had a great day. We watched a lot of real estate. We have kids in the background. They're excited. I'm excited. I'm even more excited now than I was. And just like that, I'll see you guys next video.